Hello there, my name is Nick Smith. I'm really pleased to introduce you to the UE Bristol Plan School. We have a distinguished and highly successful track record in delivering plan education, and we're recognised by the Royal Town Plan Institute as an effective plan school. As a school, we deliver both undergraduate and postgraduate programmes in planning and deliver these across a range of platforms. We strive for excellence in everything we do and are committed to ensuring that we deliver against two key priorities. Firstly, we are committed to offering you a high-quality student experience that gets you to think, be creative, and develop you in a friendly, inclusive, and supportive environment. Secondly, we want to nurture you in achieving your ambitions, so we're committed to ensure that your program delivers the kind of skills and competencies that employers are looking for. We want you to stand out and be noticed, so you can join our successful network of alumni who are already delivering positive change to the environment across the UK and the wider world. As a body of staff, we are diverse in our interests and our respective backgrounds, but we are brought together by our passion for delivering high-quality teaching and research that can support and help to challenge action for successfully addressing today's major issues, from taking climate action to ensuring that we're delivering homes and jobs at the right time and place, and for delivering healthy, sustainable communities. Planning is all about the future, and learning and skill development that we encourage will enable you to leave a positive legacy across the environments in which we live. Our teaching activity is very much shaped by our research, and as a body of staff, we are typically aligned to two research centres, the Centre for Sustainable Planning and Environment and the Centre for Transport and Society. As a result of this research, we attend a variety of conferences and events during the course of the year, and we also publish our research in a range of forms as well. And the slide here includes a number of textbooks which, as a body of staff, we've helped to create, not only for our students, but also those practicing in the real world as well. Our teaching facilities are modern and high quality, but we also like to get out in the field as well. Bristol is an amazing city in which to live and work, and hosts a whole variety of environments which are fantastic for you to not only learn from, but also to engage in real life project work. Not only do we engage with the environments of the city, we also work very strongly with the partners, including local politicians, developers, environmental consultants, and others, to create a dynamic, creative, and exciting learning and environment. And not only is Bristol an exciting place in which to study, the broader area also has a range of environments which we as planners can learn from. Career opportunities in planning at the moment are very strong, and these extend across both the public and private sector. So in the public sector, you may be working for a local council where you're helping to create plans and to assess development proposals occurring in the area, or you may be working in the private sector where essentially you're helping to advise private interests and clients about how they can achieve their development goals. And that could be house builders or it could be retailers as well. We have fantastic links with the employers of the city, which enables us to generate placements and working opportunities, and also for you to engage with graduates who most of them have studied at UE as well. So it's a great way to build networks and to sharpen your skills and confidence levels. But we also have a very strong, vibrant student community as well, and each of the year groups are very friendly and organise a range of events and help each other in supporting their study ambitions. And linked to that, we also have a dedicated student society who will host social events, employer talks during the course of the year to help supplement your study. As head of the Plan School, I think we have a lot to celebrate each year, and fortunately during the university calendar there are a range of opportunities in which our student successes can be celebrated. So we have an end of year show, we have a graduation ceremony, and often them graduation ceremonies and shows are undertaken in collaboration with our partners across the city and also with the Royal Town Plan Institute as well. So I hope that's provided you with some kind of opening context about what we are as a planning school, but please do get in contact with us if you have any questions. But thank you again for your interest at studying at UWE Bristol. Thank you.
Thank you for your interest in the BSc Urban Planning program at the University of West of England, and welcome to this virtual program presentation. My name is Dr. Deepak Gopinath, and I'm program leader for the BSc Urban Planning program. In this presentation, I am going to provide an overview of planning as a subject and then move on to talk about some of the exciting features of the BSc Urban Planning program. On the last slide of this presentation, I have provided contact details for myself and my colleague, Nick Smith, who is head of the UB Planning School. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch and we'll be happy to respond to any queries that you might have. So, how do we explain to someone what the subject of planning is all about? Say, for example, you're on the train and this comes up in a conversation. One of the eminent thinkers, Patrick Geddes, put it in a rather simple way, using three concepts: home, work, and social. As an individual, we are on a daily basis making decisions on how best to get to place of work. Should I drive or take the train? Where do I buy my first or next home? The subject of planning is at the heart of this. So, if you're able to see a city or a village through these three concepts, then you are thinking like a planner. A big challenge, though, is there is only so much land in our cities. Roads are laid out in particular ways. Train fares will go up, and so too will house prices. But there is a big challenge. How do we collectively think about the well-being of each of us living in cities and villages without disadvantaging anybody? The subject of planning offers a better quality of life in our cities and villages, and it does so in three ways. Respecting our past, for instance, how do we understand how cities functioned in the past and what key lessons can we take forward? Valuing the present, it provides a framework to manage competing priorities for our communities. And three, speculating future trajectories. So, how do we embrace technological disruptions and work for a better future? So, depending on what you're interested, there are different yet interrelated career pathways. And if you found an aspect of planning that you're interested in, I now invite you to see how this is taught within the subject of planning here at UWE Bristol. In the next few slides, I offer an insight into some of the core values and foundations that underpin the BSc Urban Planning program. The program is 3 years in length with an option to complete the program over 4 years. That is by taking a placement year between years 2 and 3. Some of the key features of the program include excellent teaching record as demonstrated by our National Student Survey results. We have excellent facilities with well-equipped computing facilities and a well-resourced and staffed library. A diverse teaching environment with lectures, tutorials, practical sessions, field trips, and more. Employment statistics 6 months after finishing the course is quite high, over 90%. And finally, there is a very strong and supportive environment where we listen to students continually, looking at ways of enhancing their experience. The program is structured in such a way that there is a gradual transition in the skills and competencies that you will gain over the duration of the program. For example, in year 1, you'll probably write up a 1500-word essay, and by year 3, you will be confident to write up a 6,000 to a 10,000-word dissertation. You will also note that the focus and competencies will shift from understanding places in year 1 to designing places in year 2 to appreciating the interplay between design, policy, and theory in year 3. This slide provides an overall structure of modules taught in the BSc Urban Planning program. We discuss a range of topics. For instance, in year 1, designing a sustainable community, public participation, spatial analysis and GIS, negotiation and mediation skills, urban history. In terms of contact time for lectures or workshops, in a typical face-to-face week in semester 1, that would mean around 12 hours a week. The faculty here at the planning school are committed and passionate about creating well rounded planning professionals. With over 40 consultancies in the Bristol area, we have always strived to ensure that the skills and competencies embedded in the BSc Urban Planning program enable you to be ready for the job market from day one. In some cases, this would mean specialist skills such as GIS or Geographical Information Systems, but we also focus on conventional, grounded skills such as communication, negotiation skills, and teamwork. Field trips are a core part of the program. In year one, this would mean visit to cities in the UK to explore life planning and development projects. Past cities have included Manchester, Liverpool, London, and Sheffield. Year two, a visit of a European city to explore new developments, meet community members, and hear local lectures. And past destinations have included Amsterdam, Copenhagen, Lyon, and Berlin. You can also complete the program over 4 years, that is, by taking a placement year between years 2 and 3. During that time, the pay that one might receive is around £20,000 to £25,000. This placement year experience can also be used towards your APC, which is your assessment of professional competence, where of the 2 years experience required, at least 1 year should be after graduation. So, to conclude, the teaching staff provide a friendly, enabling environment for learning. They're also experienced in research and professional practice, ensuring that you learn directly from the latest academic and business developments. The academic staff are supported by expert technicians in the laboratory and field. All students have an academic personal tutor whom they meet up through their studies for support and guidance. Student welfare is supported by dedicated student advisors. And we also have peer-assisted learning scheme to provide additional support. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please do get in touch via the contact details on the slide. And I wish you the very best in whatever you decide to do.